Welcome to Get Real, the show for the reality-obsessed and stans of the Hulu unscripted universe. Do you know the lore of that whole thing? I'm your guest host, Kaitlyn Bristowe. Do we think she's stirring the pot to secure a place on the show? Today, we're talking music and mom talk with Miranda Hope.
I've also been through a divorce, and I didn't betray any of my friends in the process.
Along with the Let Me Say This podcasters, Peyton Dix and Hunter Harris.
Dad talk is not entertaining, but I do think it's really fascinating.
I don't like men with Wi-Fi. You know, I get nervous.
It's time to get real. What are these faux freckles she did on me today?
Cute.
I love it. I think it's
I
so
love
cute.
a faux freckle.
Yeah.
I do
That's
too.
a trend. Have you been seeing everyone getting like the tattoo of it? I don't know that I'm ballsy enough for that.
I don't trust that.
That to me, I'm like,
But it
that's
does
very
kind of
good.
fade a little bit. My friend has it,
I've
and
seen them. They
it
look
faded
great.
way more than I thought
They
it would.
honestly look
Yeah.
so great.
I did
I
it.
would still panic.
I did it.
You did the.
Yeah, but they were gone after like 6
Exactly.
weeks.
Yeah.
No way.
And I did it, and I went, uh-oh, and then they were like gone.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it's better
it's like
that
semi-remember.
than being like
First
way
when
too
you first
dark.
got
And
it.
you're like,
Yeah. Welcome back to Get Real. Miranda, in the house, you guys, a country superstar.
Say it. Say it.
Officially, a country music star.
That's crazy.
How does it feel?
Yeah.
I feel like after like this weekend and everything, I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, I've had moments of it like kind of hitting me that like I've released a song and stuff, but it's just been so go, go, go that I'm like, yeah, it comes in waves where I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I did just release a song. It's crazy.
It's like an out-of-body experience.
Right, I'm like,
You're
oh yeah, this is my song playing right now. That's wild.
That's so you were in Nashville and they were just bumping it everywhere. I saw you were at Miranda Lambert's, weren't you?
Yeah.
So
They
fun.
played it at a couple different bars, and it's just wild.
I mean,
but
the
I'm
song
like,
is incredible.
Thank you.
It is. It's
Thank
really
you.
fun. Like, I've lived in Nashville for 10 years. I still have my house there. And I started finding myself in like singer-songwriter circles. And then all of a sudden I was like, do I put out a song? Which I did as well. And it's so,
I didn't even know this about you.
Well,
Okay, the lore.
I didn't want to make it about me, but
But honestly, stream on all platforms.
this was quite a while ago, but I was thinking about this because I wondered if it was the same thing for you, where all of a sudden people are like, huh? But then you get so many downloads because people are like, she could sing.
Or they want to shit on it, and
Well,
so they're
all
like,
of the things.
but I'm like, a
Sure.
stream,
But you're streaming it. Yeah.
A stream is
That's
a
what I've
stream.
always
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
We
Send
love
it-
that.
Keep sending it out to the haters.
No,
too.
literally,
Yeah.
I'm like, matter of fact, run it back again.
Also, the song is perfect. You can be like, the F you for that, but also thank you for the download.
Yeah. Thank you for that, and F you for that.
That is it's a good title. I feel like we can all relate no matter what it means to any of us. F you for that, but I have to ask you personally, F who and for what?
Yeah.
Straight to business. This is
I'm
CNN,
like,
by the way.
how much time you got? Actually,
Breaking
matter of
news.
fact. Yeah. I'm like, I could go on and on. Yeah, I keep telling everyone that I'm like, anyone who feels like the shoe fits, I'm like, then, maybe it's about you. I didn't write the song with intention of it having to do anything with like any female friendship fallouts. Obviously, like I've had a handful of those,
Right.
but, and some of them happened like after I had written the song anyway. But I went into it making it about, shitty men that I've had experiences with. Obviously, there's a few pointed lines like toward my ex, no secret there. And so, that's kind of the premise of the song. And it's kind of just like a bridge from who I used to be a little bit to, because a lot of people are like, whoa, like this is like a very explicit song, given like my background, and honestly, like I don't curse like a ton, like in
I
my
said
day to
F,
day.
not fuck.
No, literally. And
Get to PG.
Yeah, and honestly, I just recorded my the clean version, so that'll be coming out soon
Okay,
for
cool.
like radio purposes. And I'm like, I know my kids are stoked to have the clean version.
Yeah.
And so I make them say freak when they sing it.
I love it.
Yeah, and so they're stoked about that. But yeah, I think writing the song, it's kind of an example of me coming really like into myself, I guess, from who I used to be to who I am now, and just like not really, taking shit from anyone, and just, people that do me dirty, it's just fuck you for that, and you move on.
And say that.
Yeah.
And that
Pick
part.
it up.
And that
To
part.
each camera, we're doing that. Come on.
But wait, how old are you right now?
29.
Oh, I can't wait till you get to 40. I just turned 41, and I feel like I'm officially in my FU for that era.
I love.
But it took
But you've
me
always had that about you, I feel like,
okay,
a little
you're
bit.
right, you're right, you're right.
You're like, yeah.
I came out the womb like that,
Yeah,
actually.
you're right,
Hold on. Yeah.
You're like, it just changes fonts.
But it
like,
just, yeah. It just
that's
gets a
good.
little more like,
Intense.
I say it with my chest now.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah,
like, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ugh."
Yeah.
Full
That's what I
chested.
said.
Love that.
I want to know, Peyton, what made you say F you for that this week?
How long do we have?
Where do I begin?
How long do we have? Honestly, F you to the gay party promoters because I keep leaving my house and going out, and that's why my voice sounds like that. Stop throwing good parties because
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep coming to them.
You're like,
and
the month of
Pride is
June.
hard. The month of June is the hardest
Yeah.
month for a gay person, and that's why thankful actually for this voice, but. And Pride Month is
So
Yes,
sexy, so
because
sexy and
happy
sultry.
Pride. Also, Layla, happy
Oh my
Pride.
God! Yes, we have to talk about
So
that.
excited.
I know.
I'm so happy for her.
I keep seeing stuff about like when you grow up a certain way or you have this image of what you're supposed to be and you finally break free of it, it's got to be just like the most empowering feeling.
Yeah.
And to like have the space with Jay Shetty to talk about it. I just was
Of all
so happy
people.
for you. You were with her in Nashville.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So happy.
No, I could not be. I literally like get emotional every time I talk about it because I feel like I have just seen so many versions of Layla. And in this past year especially, like she has come into herself so much. And, her opening up to me about that and it like, she was like, did you have any like inklings? And I'm like, honestly, no. I was so shocked. I was very shocked. And I'm so proud of her and, watching her come into hers and just fully be herself.
Yeah.
Could not be more
The
proud.
girls are gonna go crazy too. I said,
Oh my gosh.
watch your DMs, baby. It's
No, literally,
lesbians work
100%.
hard.
I
Yes, I'll tell you that.
I barely know her. We're like social media friends, and I was like, oh, I love
No,
you.
I know.
Yeah.
I think everyone, I feel like I haven't been online much, but so far I feel like from what I've seen, it feels
Yeah.
like it's been really well received.
Yeah.
And a hell of a way to close the month of June.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. I feel like we love your friendship. We love your friendship. You just relaunched your podcast. Let me say this with the Obama's company. That's amazing.
incredible.
You've heard of them. You've heard of them. Oh, up-and-comers.
Yeah.
I had to ask when they said that. I was like, "Who are the Obamas?" I'm Canadian. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Remind me.
Yeah, remind me again.
No, it's the best
Congratulations.
flex of my life.
Thank
it's like,
you.
oh my God.
No, yeah, I would
Thank you
make
so
that my
much.
whole person.
No.
My entire
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
yeah.
Updated my bio.
I've won
Yeah.
every family dinner, every family
Yeah.
reunion. It's like,
Like, in case you forgot, see this
Obamas.
photo?
Like, just so you know. Yeah.
Yes.
with that, yeah.
Well, and Michelle is a reality TV
Junkie.
junkie,
Yeah.
which we
when I
love.
find out
knows
people love
balls.
reality.
Like,
TV.
she knows her stuff.
She really does. I want to know which show from the Huluverse would you recommend for her reality rotation?
Well, we were talking earlier about like Project Runway because
Yeah.
when we spoke to her, she's a fashion girl.
Yes.
She's a fashion diva. in fact.
She is.
Yeah.
The new coffee table book. That's all about her look. Yes, the look.
The gold boot. Remember that one?
Oh my
That,
gosh.
wow. She stepped
Wait,
out
what?
that.
This was her. It was like
The
the
book tour.
thigh high. Was it Balenciaga gold
think
boot
so.
that she wore on her first, like on the Becoming book tour? And it was like, oh wow. So you.
Such a
No,
power.
I said,
tens, like,
yeah.
Yeah, and we salute.
My
That's
favorite
my
first
perfect.
lady.
Yeah.
Bow, we salute.
Yes, always. But
That's-
yeah, maybe
As a
Project
fashion
Runway.
girl, yeah, I think Project Runway would be good for
a good
her.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Amazing.
good one. I was trying to think of one myself, but I'm like, that's it. Because
Yeah.
I got to be beside her at an F1 race one time, and I don't get starstruck easily, but I was like, you could just feel her presence.
The energy. You're just
Yeah.
like, she's just so bold. Like
Yeah.
she's
And
just
she's
has
a
such a
vision.
bold, gorgeous presence.
Yes.
100%.
But she's actually I was so nervous and she was so casual and warm and
Yes,
loving and
yes,
kind.
yeah.
She seems
she's
so
great.
just approachable.
Approachable, thoughtful,
that's a great word to say,
like,
yeah.
and really has like a real insatiable appetite for culture,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
we love. So
Right.
it was a lot
Well,
of
she's
fun.
such a powerhouse.
Yes.
She really is. Well, back to being a powerhouse, music. Let's talk about it again because I want to know how long you've been plotting this little country music era.
I mean, I've always wanted to do music ever since I was a little girl, and
You used to sing to your little teddy bears or your
Yes.
stuffed animals.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did, and then I did, vocal lessons and like recitals as a child, and then and my mom just sent me a bunch of home videos from when I was little of me singing, and And so yeah, I've always wanted to do that, and it wasn't until really like even with the show, like it wasn't at the forefront necessarily. I think it was, I want to say it was like January where I reached out to Rustin Kelly, who was a co-writer on this song. And he actually just so happens to be Chase's cousin as well. Yeah. And so I reached out to him and he texted me back like within the minute and was like, oh my gosh, like let's make it happen. This is so exciting. Yeah. And so then it was like a couple weeks later, I was in Nashville and in writing sessions and then it just has kind of like unfolded from there.
Did you feel so comfortable in there? Were you like, this is where I'm supposed to be? Were you intimidated? How are you feeling in these writing processes?
For sure intimidated to a degree. Rustin made it very, because I knew him not really well, but you know, we had met, and so at like family things, and so I think, and he's such a like personable, easygoing, chill, laxed person. So I feel like he helped me feel a lot more comfortable. And really, like, I think it was after the first writing session I had, it was with him and Messy, who was the producer on FU for that. We also wrote a song called Sad. That will likely be released.
I was like, okay, so there's
another.
Okay, you contain multitudes.
I'm like, okay, so you're emotional, for better or worse.
Also,
okay.
this sounds like a whole album.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I'm like,
album coming
we'll see. But I think after that, like my very first writing session, I think after that, I was like, okay, like I felt like a lot more comfortable just because I realized like, okay, this is so, you're just like in a room just shooting the shit with like friends, it feels like, and then you just start chatting and then strumming, and the next thing you know, a song is born.
Therapeutic.
100%.
It's very much, you're in a room where you're not feeling judged for anything that you, in fact, the crazier the story, the better the writing.
Yeah.
Like, you can be so vulnerable in there. I feel like you're vulnerable in general, like everyone is on your show, but did you feel like that's how you...
Totally. And honestly, I feel like the show has helped me be that way a lot. Like, I mean, it's very much like exposure therapy. I think I'm by nature not a super vulnerable person. And I feel like I think you can kind of sense that a little bit, like watching the progression of the show and like in comparison to some of my castmates.
I was thinking you now, but you're right, yes.
Yeah. I'm just not like, I'm not super forward facing with my emotions initially, but I feel like that's something that I'm a lot more comfortable sharing my emotions now versus when I first started filming. And I think that's kind of translated a little bit into my writing and like writing sessions where I just am like naturally, even just, I did like a little performance at the house like last night that we were at, and I feel like I felt surprisingly like comfortable doing it. And I think as a whole, just as a person, filming has really helped me, you know, in the music space and just like as an individual, be more vulnerable and like raw and real with my emotions and comfortable with them as well.
It's such a confronting space to be in. When I can only relate through being on Bachelor or Bachelorette, where every day felt like a therapy session where I'd go in with a producer and then they are asking you questions that you've never thought of before, and then it makes you think a different way, and then it shifts something in your brain, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, I feel better after talking about this.
100%.
Therapy. Yes. Reality TV is actually therapy.
Right. I say it all the time.
I believe
it really is. Did you see this era coming for Miranda?
I didn't, but I love it for you. I mean, I always thought you had a sexy speaking, from one sexy speaking voice to another.
Thank you.
I
from one deep girly voice to another.
So I was like, oh, I could immediately see like, oh, the tone there is already.
Thank you.
But that's honestly really beautiful to hear that this has been like an opportunity for you to like open up more, because that's hard. Confrontation is hard.
Yeah.
Like, you guys kind of make it look easy sometimes, but it's actually quite difficult to do, especially with people that you consider good friends. Like,
yeah, oh, for sure. I remember even when I had like the confrontation with Demi in the glam room in season 3? And right after, I remember being like, just because I was like so worked up that I was like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out, but but I was also like, I'm so glad I did that. Like, I'm so glad I said what I wanted to say. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, you cleared the air now. Do you feel like there's a chance for a duet or maybe a trio with you, Brett, and Demi?
Run it back, True Colors.
True
Colors, the remix of the remix. Yeah.
The remix of Bye.
You like come up in the back with the True Colors. No. And then it's like this
the rap version.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like country version.
Let's maybe not have you guys on the vocal.
Yeah.
I'll have you on the rap.
You can add some twang, some country twang in there.
That's lot of rap verse.
Wait, Hunter, is there a country artist you would want to see Miranda duet with?
Okay, well, I'm gonna say Reba McEntire.
Oh.
I'm a survivor.
Like I'm a survivor. I was a diehard Reba fan of like
Taste.
her
Yes.
show.
Taste. Yeah.
Like
the
Barbara
show.
Jean.
Oh.
Yep.
I like quote her all the time.
Well, a single mom who works two jobs.
Who
Who
works
loves her
two jobs
kids and never
Never
stops.
stops.
Never stops.
Oh, right.
Yeah, my theme song.
There's only
actually.
one.
Yeah.
I literally have a mug with Reba's face on it.
I'm
and
obsessed.
It's
No,
my
I
favorite
would
mug.
die to
Class.
just meet her, let alone a
Yeah.
collab. Are
Yeah,
you kidding?
yeah.
Why don't we dream big? Taylor Swift.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine? I'm
OG
speaking of
Taylor.
growing up, meeting people, yeah.
You never
my
know.
gosh.
I want to know what's next for your music career because we're talking collabs. You also said you had another song. So what's
I
next?
have a couple others. I just
Okay.
wrote. I just had some writing sessions while I was in Nashville, just barely too. And so, yeah, we got lots of fun things in the works. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
What a
We're
moment.
manifesting
gosh.
a Taylor Swift, Reba McEntire collab.
The
Everyone-
chicks, all the
everyone
girls,
wants
all the
one.
girls.
Yeah,
yes,
all the girls.
yes.
All the girls want throw in Ella Langley.
Obsessed, love
I
her.
love Ella so much, but obviously we have to talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce potentially getting married at MSG.
Is
No,
it
I'm like,
potential
it's the
still?
time-
It's okay, let's just say
I
it
feel
is.
like it's
I think it's confirmed.
pretty hard confirmed.
I've heard enough where I'm like, it feels confirmed.
Okay, it does feel confirmed. I was talking about this earlier to somebody about doing it at MSG, and they're like, there's going to be like a T-shirt cannon, and they're going to open all the concessions. I'm like, no, Taylor Swift is turning MSG into Italy.
Oh, 100%.
That's
It's Olive Garden in there. No, I'm kidding.
And if it were, what would be the
we would
problem?
be going- yeah.
Listen,
She
I
loves
love Olive Garden.
I have the Olive
they're
Garden
your
candle
family.
that smells like breadsticks in my kitchen.
No,
I'm
no, that's
obsessed.
incredible.
I gotta get in your home.
like-
Between that mug and that candle, like I'm
No, let me see what's in there. What are we working with? Yeah. I'm like
love
an
that
Italian
for you.
Canadian. I love it. Okay.
In another life, I was born with a lot of hair and Italian.
Love that.
This is all
I love
clipped in. What do we think some wedding predictions are going to be for Taylor and Travis? That's my prediction, is
Oh
that
my
they
gosh.
turned it into another country.
I'm picturing like her engagement, like the
Oh, like garden.
garden.
Yeah.
Yes, like garden, but like on steroids.
It's the south of France in there.
South of France, which is very much exactly what you said. Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm picturing right off the bat.
Okay. Okay, Hunter.
I'm thinking, I think there's going to be a performance. I think not, maybe if not she's singing, like actually, I think she's going to get up and do something. There's no, what's the point of being at MSG? I think.
Do you think she's gonna release a song that she wrote?
Oh my gosh, at her wedding?
Okay, that would be crazy.
Crazier
we
things
got-
have
I don't know.
happened.
I don't know.
Could happen. You know, with
It
Taylor,
could.
I'm like anything is possible. That's the
I
thing.
think,
any
I think
time,
there's a new
too,
song
yeah.
coming.
At any
I think
time.
I would truly, of course, there's a song coming. Like that feels like so clearly.
That feels so
I know.
Taylor.
It's an opportunity. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
She would.
Especially as someone who has had so many relationships so publicly and has brought her fans along through every journey, every heartbreak.
This is the big one.
It only feels right that she would celebrate that with her fans, who she's written to so intimately.
Yes.
Wait, do you
Ooh, I
think
sound
she's-
like a Swiftie.
I was gonna say you clocked into your shit.
Yeah.
One thing about Taylor Swift.
I'm a
She's
tree
like, don't get me
maniac.
started on Swift.
all of a sudden you have bangs?
Yeah.
More
Taylor bangs.
that person me. We've been there, done that.
less on their wedding, but more on if we're talking friendships and making up, and you know where I'm about to go.
Yep.
I want to see Carly Kloss at that wedding.
Oh!
I wanna see Carly Kloss at
Do
the
you
wedding.
know the lore of that whole thing?
I'm a lesbian. So
Does she ever?
Yeah.
Oh, she's
I'm
so
a historian.
The Taylor lore.
But I've heard whispers that she was invited. I don't know if that's confirmed. But
yeah.
if she is,
Well,
for
I've
me,
heard
I
that
get
they're on
emotional.
good terms.
You know,
I don't know if that's.
I think that it's been a lot of time since
Sure.
I think they had their falling out, and I do think weddings bring out the best or the worst
yeah.
in people,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I feel like this would be a really sweet opportunity for them. To
And also, if they haven't made up, then wouldn't you want to look the best on your best day of your entire life in front of someone who you don't like anymore? I would invite an op to my wedding
You
just so they
think
can
ahead.
see.
Okay, do we think that Blake Lively will be there?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
100%.
And do you
Wait,
think-
I don't think so.
I don't. Okay,
I don't
okay,
think
okay,
so
I don't
either. No.
I was
Why?
gonna chime in.
Did
but-
you read the texts?
Oh,
That truly, and I'm saying
I
that
did forget about the
those texts I think
texts.
were so relatable and emotional as someone who, when you're going through a friendship breakup, it's like, oh, we are not us anymore. That makes me so sad. From both sides, it seemed that way.
Some of us
But I
know
don't think
about-
that would be enough to not be invited to the wedding, though. I mean, they've been good friends for so long.
I think there was a line where Taylor Swift said, I just don't feel like I've been talking to my friend
Yes.
Yeah.
for all of these months. I feel
Right.
like I've been talking to someone who is giving me PR updates
Yeah,
on her
totally,
life. Yeah.
totally.
So I don't know. I'm on the fence. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
We will. That's the good news, is it's not going to be, we'll know
Right.
soon.
Yeah, we'll find
Matter
out.
of days.
Check in with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
can't
do a
wait.
follow-up to this.
Yeah.
The lights are off, but we're like, we're here to talk about the follow-up.
We must.
Yeah,
I
we
have a
must.
question about
Yes.
the wedding. How many dresses do you think she'll wear? How many changes?
I was gonna say 4.
Okay.
I think
13.
13.
Wait, now, hold on.
13.
See what
Now
I
that
I
did
you-
there?
did. I could
Maybe
see that. I
so.
could see that.
Wait. No, it's not too much.
She will have.
never too
right.
much. No.
Right.
The wedding's gonna have Easter eggs of some. It has to.
Of course. Yeah, even if it's not a new song,
gosh.
there's gonna be like inklings of it somewhere.
Something.
Yeah.
Written in the train of the
No,
dress.
literally something in the flowers. It'll be somewhere.
Wait, remember the custom-made Alana Hine Nick shirts?
Oh, yeah.
Will there be custom T-shirts?
Oh, there have to be.
Yeah.
People, do
Merch.
you not think
Yeah.
people are going to be standing
MSG,
outside
wedding
of
merch.
MSG in Taylor merch?
Oh, I think of course.
Yeah. Oh my
Which is
gosh.
honestly sort of why MSG is such a strange wedding venue to me, because in addition to it being in the middle of New York City,
Right.
it's accessible by basically every train. Like, even if they're shutting down the streets, they filed permits, but still, it's Midtown Manhattan. Like,
Yeah.
what more can you do?
Right.
No, it is all a bit concerning.
Yeah.
You said actually wellness check. MSG,
Matter
wellness
of
check.
fact.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay indoors that day.
Good.
Because,
We all should.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock it. Yeah.
Well,
concerned
the
about it.
traffic from the airport today, I was like, but also you got like the World Cup and there's so many people in the city.
And
right now.
America 250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. There's so many people in the city right now. So I was like, okay.
That's a very bold move by T Swift.
Yeah, it is.
But she would, you know?
She
Yeah,
would.
she would.
Yeah.
You know she
And
would.
yeah, but she is T Swift. Very bold. Everything about her bold.
What do you think about dad talk? Is dad talk bold or are they just annoying?
Personally, I'm gonna go with the latter, but
You made a
I'm like,
TikTok
you're asking the wrong girl.
that cracked me up to this like trending audio that was like
Faking gay.
Yeah, faking gay.
I immediately knew what you- I
And
knew
now
where
it's
it was
been
going.
said. And
Yeah.
now it's been said.
A little faking gay.
There is someone
Yeah.
in the room with us who may not agree.
Wait,
But-
wait, what
A
are you
hot
talking
take.
about?
A hot
Give
take.
me context.
I don't
Give
believe in
everybody
hot
context.
takes. I just have
Okay.
opinions.
Okay. I love.
Hot take on dad talk.
I think that dad talk is not entertaining, but I do think it's really fascinating because a lot of these husbands in real time are reckoning with like no longer being the main character of their family. And that ego death is pretty fascinating, I think, to watch.
Okay, I
It's
like
really
this hot take.
necessary. I like.
That's what I mean. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, I don't need them to see them like making TikToks, but the conversations between husbands sometimes where they're really in real time. Like Zach is a good example. Like, oh, you are not the main character anymore. Like, you
Yeah.
are not the breadwinner. No one really cares about your medical school, whatever. Like, you need to kind of just get in line.
Right. I think I actually agree with you there. I do feel like if they can allow the ego death to happen,
Yeah.
Right.
Connor is a perfect example of this.
Totally.
Yes.
Obsessed with him,
Yes.
obsessed with their relationship. And I think he is such an incredible person. And you can just anytime you can feel online, but especially if you meet Connor and Whitney, like it's so transparent in the energy and the energy they have together that they are so in love and that he worships the ground that Whitney walks on and he's okay with being a side character. Like he is secure in that. He feels purposeful being a stay-at-home dad. He doesn't find it intimidating. He doesn't find it embarrassing. Like to him, he's like, yeah, no, do your thing. And like he knows that he has a place and she has a place. And I think if that were to be the dynamic for all the men in dad talk, you can stay.
They should
but
take a page.
unfortunately, most of them are not there. And like, you know, it's not just Connor. Like we see like a lot of things with Jacob and Jace, and there's a lot of different like dynamics where I think it showcases, you know, the beauty in the partnerships and also like even in great relationships, there's ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
I think having them be, you know, a part of the experience is almost necessary to a degree, right? Because it's like if we're sharing our lives,
They're the markers of your history. Like
Right,
it shows,
yeah.
you know, it makes sense. I just had to throw this in there. Also, never forget that Connor does magic.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
No,
I
literally,
real
I'm like,
man.
I just wanted to
Love
also continue
proves
to
his
tune
security,
in.
by the way.
exactly.
I'm like obsessed.
Yeah.
Love
A
that.
bold magician.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you're right. It's like necessary, but it's annoying. But also, you were talking about Whitney and Connor and just like how beautiful their relationship is for the kids to see. And now there's been rumors of them having their own reality show. I feel like they're teasing it.
Yeah.
But like, do we know anything specific about that?
I don't know anything specific, but I would be so on board. I would tune in 100%.
Me
would
too.
love,
well,
love,
Connor's
love.
Magic alone. I'm really obsessed with it. But
No,
all
truly.
it is.
It really is so pure. Like
It is
it's
pure.
just so pure. And I think I would love to see them do like their own thing and have a spin-off. I would 100% tune in.
Yeah.
Full support. I think but yeah, I think it is kind of like necessary to have dad talk to a degree. I think that's where I'm like,
Get off
let's
the
not
TikTok.
get
off your Zoom.
let's get like
I don't like men with Wi-Fi. You know, I get nervous.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like men.
Oh, I don't like men with Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi or
or
microphone.
LTE or 3G. None of them.
Yeah, you don't get a
Take it
microphone
away.
either.
what about
Yeah.
when they lip sync songs and do a
That's-
hair transition?
I don't
I'm like,
think
is
more
it
than
with-
3 men should be in the same room at the same time.
No, I'm like, is it with your wife or no? That's
Yeah.
what like if it's with her, sure. But
Yeah.
if it's not, I'm like,
If they're lip syncing your song, I'll allow it.
yeah,
I will allow that.
You see?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm like, where's that at?
Yeah, I will allow that. Wait, I've also seen Whitney be very supportive of your music as well.
She's been
'cause
so great.
obviously she's gone to Broadway now.
Yeah.
Could you see yourself doing Broadway?
Maybe. I mean, I feel like when I first started like performing and stuff when I was young, it was like musicals. Was like kind of I did like a Sound of Music thing and then Little Mermaid, like just when I was a kid. So I would be open to it.
Yeah.
I think I love singing, but I feel like songwriting is like I don't know that I would pursue it if it weren't for the writing component.
Yeah.
Like that's like the part that I like absolutely love.
Yeah.
If it was just about singing and I didn't write my own songs, I think that I wouldn't have as much interest in it. If that
That's
makes
fair.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I do too. I think that makes a lot of sense, and I feel like that's also part of your evolution is your like storytelling, and like we said earlier, how you're learning to open up a bit more and share
Yes.
things, and that
It's a
for
way that's
some reason-
easier for
yeah, I was
me
gonna
to
say
open
for
up.
some reason it's so much easier. I always say this: if I went on a rant on social media, people would be like, "Calm down, Kaitlyn. Like you're so emotional." If I put it in a song, they're like, "That's beautiful."
No, look, I had the same conversation on a podcast the other day with Becca Moore, and she's like, no, like when I rant, she's like, it feels embarrassing, but like,
Right.
she's like, if I put a tune to it, it feels empowering. Like,
Yeah.
what is it about? And
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, yeah. But I love it. It's just, it's so creative and fun, and yeah, such a great way to like showcase your emotions without feeling like the intimidation of it, I guess.
Music is just such a beautiful way for people to connect and like to feel like it could be a song that means something to you, and then it could relate to you in a different way and you in a
Yes.
different way, and it's just so
Yes.
beautiful. I do want to go back to Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because we kind of are jumping all over the place, which
Right.
I love.
Yeah.
That's very
We're chatty.
me.
I know.
ADHD
I'm like,
brain,
ding, ding,
yeah.
ding, ding,
I
ding.
love it. But season 4, we've all watched and dropped the bomb that your best friend Shania was hooking up with Taylor's ex, Dakota.
Yes.
Since then, it came out that Shania also got with your ex-husband, Chase. Do we think she's stirring the pot to secure a place on the show, or do we think that she's just I don't know. What do you think?
You know what's crazy is I'm like, I still don't know. I think I've been very shocked about the whole thing because I feel like we've been best friends, or we were best friends for so long. And I feel like I trust my intuition a lot, and I think that I just felt very blindsided by this series of events unfolding. And I never felt, I've had friends where you can kind of like sense some level of like competitiveness or like jealousy in a sense, and I never felt that from her. She was always very supportive. She's very like, and I feel like you can kind of sense this on the show, like, but she's very passive, very like just timid, quiet, you know. And so I feel like she would never vocalize, you know, if she felt that way about anything, or if she, you know, to me, I'm like, if it was about the show, like, why would you have not just used our friendship to get on it rather than that? You know what I mean? I'm like, doesn't seem like the way to go about it. Like, if she were like, hey, like, I would, you know, came to me and like talked to me about it, and we had a formal conversation of like, you know, how would you feel about me? Because she had like been kind of friend of in like certain situations. And so, in fact, my very first day of filming was a scene between her and I. And so I think for me, I was just very taken back by like the series of events, especially because with the Dakota thing, I was very vocal about like, I do not support this. And so then I think like finding out, you know, all like the Chase stuff and whatnot, I was just like double whammy, I think. And so I felt very blindsided, and I still don't really know. I think for me, I think it's a lot of maybe about the show, maybe not, but I think it's just a level of validation or attention in general, potentially. Yeah.
It's usually, you know, I always say the more you work on yourself, the more it exposes other people who haven't.
Yeah.
And
It's a mirror.
Yeah, so I feel like you were able to kind of zoom out and see what it actually is. And I mean, not that that doesn't take away the betrayal.
Sure.
But it may be.
I mean, honestly, it's like an added filter in life, I guess. It's the same thing where I'm like dating with kids, right? Like it's just an added filter where it's like, you know, there might be something that like, if I'm like seeing someone and I get the sense that they're not ready to be a step parent potentially, I'm like, same thing with friendships. I'm like, if anything, was it hurtful when it happened? For sure. But like people come and go, and I feel like my circle is very small now, but I'm not, that doesn't make me sad.
No,
like,
I love a small circle.
No, 100%. And I'm like, I also like, I don't really like, I don't get out much, I don't do much, and I prefer it that way. I'm like, I like having my people that I mean, I love meeting new people, but I've lost a lot of people over the years, and I don't see that as a net negative. I think I see it as a net positive,
It absolutely is, and you feel that in your soul. You don't have to prove that to anyone. You're like, I know.
Yes.
Hunter, how far is too far when it comes to creating drama for a show?
I'm the wrong person to ask. If it's good TV, it's good TV.
I'm like, we love a drama queen. We love a drama queen.
I think whatever. I think there are certain cases where it's like, okay, this is too far. There was an old like Housewives thing where if it's not mentioned on the show on cameras, then like maybe don't bring it up just at a friendship level. I think that's fine. But the Shania thing is crazy because I'm like, girl, what?
Well, I think for me, it was like, she lived with me, rent free.
Okay, say that.
Oh,
Say that.
no. I'm sorry, but those are the girls that you have to watch. The girls who are too like quiet and meek to ever address something because they're the ones who are secretly jealous of you.
I think that's the first time that I've had it be that way, where I'm like, I feel like again, like I feel like I trust my intuition, where I'm like, I feel like I can clock like subtle like passive aggressiveness or this and that, and with her, it was never that. Like
that's when you know they're good.
People change though. People change.
And that could have been the case too. Like, I mean, you hear me say it on the show that I was like, with the whole altercation between like Taylor and I about the Shania situation, that I'm like, you know, if I'm being put in a position where I need to choose, like, I don't think that Taylor's necessarily gonna like the outcome. And so, you know, I felt like at that point that she had been a really good friend to me. And so I think that's part of why I was so blindsided. But also, I mean, you know, you live and you learn, you move on, and yeah.
One time is one thing. 2 times is crazy. I was like, okay, wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, there's that whole
There's a trend.
season, reason, lifetime. People are in your life for There's
exactly.
You like you said.
And you gain something from it, right? Like I gained a lot of clarity and perspective, and for that I'm grateful.
Well, we're going to continue with that because Shania isn't the only friend of yours who hooked up with Chase. Jessie did too, and of course we had to ask her about it when she was here. So let's see what she had to say.
I would say for the most part, I'm good with everyone. There's maybe like one that I'm not.
No.
Miranda. I mean, I screwed that up, and I'm Team Miranda. I just have to say, like, that was.
Wait, she hasn't forgiven you for the kiss?
We haven't talked about
for the
it
Chase
really.
kiss, by the way, for people that don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm like airing. I'm like, she
Not
made
the
out with Chase.
Marciano kiss, the Chase kiss. I just love to kiss people, apparently.
You
but
kissed Chase.
Yes, at a party.
One time,
yeah.
You will
I
be
just
one day.
need to publicly apologize again. Like, that was the stupidest thing, and I feel so bad, and I'm so sorry. Like, my head has not been right since my divorce.
Any response to that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's been enough time now where I'm not like obviously as worked up about it. I think for me, I oftentimes expect myself out of other people. And I think, you know, when I am shown that that's not like a reciprocated thing, I think it's just disappointing. I mean, the weekend that I actually shared with Jessie was one of the few people that I shared a clip of one of my songs with. And it wasn't F You For That, it was the song called Sad. And I, you know, I landed in Nashville that writing session, and she texted me and was like, I'm, you know, so excited for you, like, hope everything goes well, like, you know, and then it was I knew over that weekend, like her and Chase had been like messaging and stuff. And so to me, I'm just like, and it's also like, I want it to be very clear that it's not even about the kiss. It's just the principle of the situation. And so it's not like a jealousy thing. It's just a matter of like respect. And I think to me, there were so many things surrounding the kiss, like of just the way that she was moving at the time. And once Chase told me about it, and then I got the voice message of her like crying and apologizing and saying like how she was so drunk and this and that. And I've heard through the grapevine that there's like maybe like she took a picture while it was happening or something like that. And I'm like, you couldn't have possibly been that drunk, you know? And so to me, I'm like, it felt very like intentional with, I don't know if it was like for online or what, but to me, I'm like, I just wouldn't do that. And like, that's something I feel like I pride myself on as a friend. And I've also been through a divorce and I didn't betray any of my friends in the process. So I'm like, ooh.
A concept.
You're shaking the table.
Yeah.
You expect other people to like react and act the way that you do. That's like really powerful.
Right. And I think that's something that I'm like realizing is something, and this is actually a conversation that I had with Taylor a while back when we were talking about our friendship before, like all the swinging stuff. And I had just mentioned things that like had happened that were just like little comments that were made that were like hurtful. And she was really receptive of it. But I feel like one thing was that she would always say like, you're too nice, you're so nice, like stop being so like nice and letting people walk all over you essentially. And even though like I knew it was coming from a good place, I like found it kind of hurtful, I guess, in a sense where I'm like, okay, I get it. Like I'm so, and I think later as I've like come into myself, I'm like, something that I think some people might see as a negative trait, I'm like, actually, I think like some of these things are more of like a superpower. Like, and I think over time, I've been able to like mold it to where it's like, yeah, I'm not letting people walk all over me, but I'm like, I am a kind person. And like, I'm gonna pick and choose my battles for sure. I can pride myself on those things now without it being something that I'm like, oh, well, like, maybe I am like too nice to people. Maybe I like, and beating myself up about it essentially, because I'm like, why is that what I'm like picking myself apart about? Is like being like too nice, I can like, pride myself on the way I would handle a situation. However, at the same time, I can also recognize now that not everybody's gonna handle situations the way that I handle it. And I'm not a perfect person either. I have plenty that I need to work on as well. But I think when it comes to friendships and like loyalty, I think that's something that I really pride myself on, and that's okay. Like you can handle it how you want to handle it, but also I'm going to handle it the way that I feel like necessary. And if that means I'm like cutting you out of my life, then I'm cutting you out of my life.
Snip, snip, yeah.
Snip, snip. Where is your friendship lie with Taylor right now?
I feel like right now I feel like everything is kind of up in the air, like I hope she's doing well. We haven't spoken in a little bit. She actually did message me about the song when I released it, just barely, but I feel like, oh, that's nice. But I feel like.
What does just barely mean?
When I when I dropped the song, sorry. So just on like my release date.
I see.
But I hope she's doing well. I think that obviously like life has been so chaotic over the last while for everyone. And so I'm like, I want to, extend grace and I hope that she's doing well, but I think we'll have a lot of conversations, I think, coming up.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, Miranda, despite all the drama, you've always managed to keep it cool. Let's revisit some of your best moments from season 4.
I try to stay out of a lot of drama.
Whoever loses has to get mom talk tattooed on their ass.
I have a great idea. Let's wrap that up.
I need to stop by Home Depot and get a bigger shovel so I can get a head start on both of your fucking graves.
People just kept making sure that I knew that I only came back for clout, which is wrong. It was for money.
Period.
Maybe we just raw dog mom talk, no leader. Let's get that straight. Slay. Love her. Slayla. A lot of the time, members of the church will get married when they think that they found someone who's like good enough. Me. If he starts acting up.
Honest queen. We love an honest queen. That's so good. I want to talk about your dating life. You.
Yeah.
I was like making eye contact with Ford. No, actually you. Let's play a little game. This always feels so aggressive coming out of my mouth, but it's a classic.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Pepe Garcia from Love Island
How did I know that was coming?
Caleb Winterburn from the
Oh my
Montana Boys.
gosh.
And Chase from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, I can't kill my baby daddy. That would be a disservice to my kids,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Real.
Oh, this feels so mean. Okay.
I know it's never easy.
Okay. I'm like,
Not the slurping
And the look to the side. No,
Yeah,
that was
she's like, what's it gonna be?
No, I'm
she's
at the
waiting for
edge of
it.
my seat.
Okay, but I also can't fuck her marry Chase either. I'm like,
Maybe, but you got to find a loophole. Marry Chase for the kids. No, why I'm not giving you your answers. You go.
oh no, but I already did marry him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did that already. It doesn't count. Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Round 2.
Yeah, be J-Lo and Ben about it. You know
Yeah. I love that. That's always. I wish my mom
okay,
had
fuck. Caleb marry Pepe, killed Chase, but not actually kill Chase.
Okay, just like put him on ice.
Slightly
Can we
hard.
put all of them on ice?
Yeah.
We'll put it on ice.
Wait, because I saw did that ever become a thing? Because I saw Caleb post. I know him from Nashville.
Okay,
so I
yeah.
saw him post. He was like, "I'm going on a date with the mom," and
Yeah.
then he was all nervous.
Well, we've Caleb and I have hung out plenty of times before then too. We've known each other for a few years now.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's so nice.
Yeah, he is.
So nice. Yeah.
He's, we're friends on CoStar, so we know each other's birth charts. So that's how I know.
wow.
He's
Another
intimate.
Pisces.
That's
Yeah,
intimately,
another Pisces.
yeah.
Another.
Wow.
I am telling you. Also, Pepe, Pisces.
Nuh-uh.
Crazy has the exact same birthday as Chase.
What?
Just found that out. Yeah.
There's something.
Gotta look into that.
I'm telling you. I'm like, what is this
Yeah.
weird Pisces thing going on?
I
I'm like,
know.
it's getting really.
You gotta mix up the
strange.
charts around you.
No,
Yeah,
truly. I'm
let's
like, what's happening?
Yeah, we gotta. I want to throw in like a
get you a Taurus, baby.
Taurus. Yeah.
Let's get you a good old Taurus.
Honestly, I have a sister that's a Taurus and Whitney. Those are the only 2 Tauruses that's close to me.
You got me now. You
Yeah,
got
there
me
you
now.
go.
We'll go together.
You're a Taurus?
Yeah.
Obsessed. Okay.
Hunter, what are you?
A Leo, of course.
Of course.
My mom's a Leo.
Oh,
So is
Leos
my
are the
mom's a Leo.
best.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
Okay, raised right. Love.
Okay,
My mom's
yeah.
Leo too. This one right here.
I love being your toxic Leo mom.
Yes.
Like,
Obsessed.
We all have one.
Hunter, another question for you. You famously ranked Chase last in your rankings of the cast.
yes.
So where does he rank for you today?
Okay.
When was your original ranking?
It was after.
Or 2?
Yeah, season 2, when he
I
came
knew
in
it.
the Justin Bieber
Yes.
costume. And I was like, it's hard for someone to come into a show and everyone's like, everything we said about you is true.
Yeah.
However, I do genuinely really mean this. I think that you and Chase have, like, as a child of divorce, one of the most really wonderful co-parent relationships that, at least from what you shared on camera. I think it's
you.
really, really sweet the way that you guys like genuinely seem to look out for each other.
Thank you.
And I do think Chase has really risen in my esteem. He's probably, after Connor, my favorite of all the men.
Wow.
I think that he is very funny, very kind of messy. I love a messy man.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
yeah, just like
Messy indeed, can confirm.
my liberal king. He's always in the comments. I'm like, I see
that
it
man
all.
does not miss a beat. I'm like, don't show anybody your screen time. I don't even want to know.
Right.
Don't even want to know.
I wish that he would like leave your friend group alone. Otherwise,
we all?
Otherwise, I think that he's like pretty great.
Chase has a lot of redeeming qualities. Like, I think he's one of those guys where I'm like, I have other guy friends as well, where I'm like, love you, so great, would never hook you up with a friend or a sister. But besides that, like, you're like, because we're obviously like friends, and like that doesn't mean we don't from time to time, obviously, especially if like I'm late, like we will always fight about that. He's like so punctual, where he's like early to everything, and I'm like late to everything, and it just has always been an issue for us. But I'm like, of all the things he always says, he's like, your worst quality is that you're always late. I'm like, let's not get into your worst qualities. I don't want to have that conversation.
You are on a long list.
No, all right, how much time we got?
You're like, step into the ring, sir.
Yeah, no,
I will.
I'm like, if that's my worst quality, I'm like, period, actually. But yeah, I think like we've always had a good friendship base and friendship dynamic, and I think that it works with our kids. And I just love that our kids are still able to see us as a united front. That obviously isn't, us as a couple, which I think is so much better. I think we're so much healthier that way. But yeah, no, I'm very grateful for the dynamic that we have.
Yeah, it is beautiful to watch.
Thank you.
Again,
It
childhood
really
divorce.
seems
Yeah,
like
child
harder.
divorce.
Really.
Hands
It's-
off, yes.
And honestly, when people say, because my parents are still together and they like have a lovely relationship, honestly. And so when people that are children of divorce, I'm like, and they say that, I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I'm glad to know I'm not entirely ruining my kids.
No. And you both show up, I feel like you're both so real and it's not like a performance. Like it doesn't feel performative.
That's
you know?
how, like, people are around us in real life and they're like, oh, like, this is actually your banter. Like, this is crazy.
I feel that through social media, which is huge. Before we leave, it's time to play a game in honor of Miranda. This is called Saddle Up or Shut Up. You like that one?
Hey, yeah.
You like that?
So we will
like,
each we'll each have a chance to ask Miranda one juicy question. So Miranda, you can choose to saddle up, aka spill the tea, or shut up and keep the peace. But you only get one pass, okay?
Okay.
So use it wisely.
Okay.
Are you ready? I'm
ready.
gonna start.
Okay.
Okay. Who from Mom Talk has been the least supportive of you as you break into music?
I would say, well, initially I hadn't heard anything from Taylor until just barely.
Okay.
So I would maybe say her, but I honestly, I haven't really like felt necessarily offended by that, just because I'm like, we all have so much going on. That's the thing is I'm like, with Mom Talk, I'm like, I just have a hard time getting offended with the whole like support this, support that, support that all the time. I'm like, it's so much to keep up with.
I totally hear you.
I'm just like, we don't have time to I'm like, and we're all moms. So I would probably say Taylor, but it's not really like I'm like, fuck you for that. You know?
Right. I love how you did that.
I love what you did there. Yeah.
She gets it. She
That's
gets
a working woman. Yeah.
I'm like, marketing.
Hunter, one question from you.
Okay, Jordan recently said that he did not use AI to change his face in a viral photo. Do you believe him?
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
That was hilarious.
That was so funny.
That was Gail King of you, by the way. I was like, oh, she's locked in.
No, I had a conversation about this the other day, really quick side note, that a girl was saying how she went through, this was on like Becca's podcast too, she had gone through a guy's phone and she was like, oh, it wasn't even like cheating texts or anything that was problematic. She's like, I saw his before and afters of his Facetunes.
No.
And I said, she was like, that's what did it for me.
Yeah,
I said,
that will do it.
What I told you about men and that Wi-Fi. I told you,
Wi-Fi.
don't get those phones
Don't
near them.
get those phones
They'll
out.
do anything.
That screen time, bare minimum. We got to keep
No.
that at a bare minimum. Yeah, no, that was clearly AI.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah,
Peyton.
no way around that.
Okay. What would it take for you and Taylor to reconcile your friendship?
I don't know. I think having thus far, it's just been like an open line of communication that we've had, and we've obviously been through a lot of ebbs and flows, and we've been able to like make it out of that. I think like for me, it's just at what point of ebbs and flows do you like, even though we have been able to come out on the other side every time, at what point do you kind of like go, I don't want to keep having lows.
Too many
Get
ebbs,
off the
not
ride.
enough flows.
Yeah, and like that doesn't mean that I don't like care for her as a person or as a friend, or that I don't want the best for her. I think I just have so much going on in my life right now that it's just an exhausting like cycle to keep having the ups and downs. But I still have grace for her and her situation. But I think it's just a question mark right now. Like, it's not something that I'm opposed to. Same thing like with Jesse. Like, I'm not like closed off to the idea. I'm just very wary of it. Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, being a DJ, red flag. Red flags.
I love the club.
Red flag.
Happy Pride,
Red
everyone.
flag.
Don't you just want this to be like your alarm when you wake up? I mean, it would get old quick, but
Red flag.
This is how I wake up. This is how I wake up.
Friday, I'm like,
The song, yeah. Go. Okay, that sound can only mean one thing. It's time for the red flag review. So this week's red flag is on Chase, who despite being divorced from Miranda, treats her comment section like his second home. Here are a few recent
home,
examples.
Like he lives
Okay,
there.
look at this. On this video, Chase commented, "Licking my screen, hope that's okay."
Oh.
I gasped as well.
Okay, first of all, he copied that from me because that's what I
Yeah,
commented.
you're like, I did the same thing actually, rude. The original.
Copywritten. Yeah.
I too licked my screen, but it was not weird for me. On this photo, Chase commented, "Trigger warning, before posting stuff this hot, please." What are you supposed to text him a trigger warning?
Yeah, trigger
you
warning I just posted.
What the heck?
Yeah,
I mean,
LOL. Yeah.
Okay, but body is so tea. I gotta say the truth. I gotta say the truth.
on this next photo, Chase commented, "Why isn't there a pic of us?"
Because why would there be?
Guys, is he still in love with Miranda?
I'm honestly like, those are like even mild compared to some of them, matter of fact.
Like, you're like, oh, those are the lukewarm ones.
I know. He literally said, one of them the other day was like one more time for closure or something like that. Like, and I'm like, eee.
No. Wait, what do you think when he's doing that? Are you like he's doing this because, or do you know? Like, is he still in love with you, or is he doing it because he likes the comment section to go off?
If I know.
Oh.
Honestly, it's like, it's very much like a bit, right? Like
It's a bit.
It's like
He's
that's
committed
so
to the
Chase.
bit.
It's so Chase. I think I don't feel like there's, I don't know. So many people are like, no, he's still in love with you. I don't. In our like day to day, it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel that like he's very like he's like respectful of like my space. He's never like he like jokes that he's like he's never like really tried to like hook up or anything. He'll just it's always like one-liner comments that he makes, and like to that I just roll my eyes and whatever. I think we did have a conversation fairly recently though, because I'm like, can you ease up a little? Like you can comment, but I'm also like I feel like it kind of deters, and he disagreed with me, so y'all can let me know what you think.
Okay.
I'm like, I spent the last year like not really dating at all.
Right.
And I'm now starting to date more, and I feel like it kind of deters men, because it's like,
Bit of a
I don't know
cock
if I want to like get involved. Like, seems like his ex or her ex is still like, in love with her. I don't know. And he's like, well, any guy that thinks that it's a red flag that we're friends, like, I think that's, or has an issue with us being friends, I think that's a red flag. And I'm like, it's not with us being friends. It's like your sexual innuendos that you're commenting on. Like,
I was gonna say friends don't want to lick the screen, but then I said I lick the screen and we're friends. So I don't know if I'm making sense. Anyways, you guys, that is our show.
But you're not my ex-husband.
Oh.
So I'm like, you know.
That is a very valid point.
Yeah.
That's our show, you guys. I had so much fun. I could have done this all day.
No, this is so fun.
Thank you
This was great.
to Miranda Hope. Thank you to Hunter Harris and Peyton Dix. Stream The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on Hulu now. Get Real will be back next week, and I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
Yay! Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Get Real. Next week, the Cutting Room Floor's Rachel Omandi will be in the host seat with La Roach to talk all about the new season of Project Runway. Watch and listen to Get Real, available with Hulu, on Disney Plus, and wherever you get your podcasts. And make sure to check out The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, now streaming in the US with Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers, and everywhere else with Hulu on Disney Plus. Terms apply.